Trash to Cash podcast. We're live. Kevin's on his phone. How's it going, Kevin?
We're live.
I've been told that I'm always on my phone, and then I met Carrie and realized I'm not.
No. You're not? I walked in here today, and you had your eBay open with just like focused in on how much your total is for the last 90 days. I didn't even know numbers went that high.
You gotta sell, man. You gotta sell.
I feel like you guys are way too focused on your cooking content and not focused enough like me. If you look at my backdrop on reselling.
Oh, yeah.
Reselling is what I work on. They're way too obsessed
I like retro-style microwave ovens, and I want to show them off. Is that in the picture? Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, it's even called nostalgia. Like
it's cheap.
It's a low-hanging fruit. It was pretty cheap.
Nostalgic day at the flea market yesterday. Yeah. I enjoyed Dave walking around buying his childhood memories.
I got my childhood memory. I forgot about that. Kevin wrote a note. He's got little notes.
I got notes. I prepared.
He's so cute. He's like a little Opie over there.
I'm prepared to go. I'm prepared to go full. All on PPP style reselling podcast, and I'm prepared to talk about nonsense.
Do not spill that coffee on your laptop.
Yeah,
I could sell it.
Do you feel unencumbered by headphones? Isn't that kind of nice?
It's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
It feels wrong.
Yeah.
I just what would he do? Do they even produce 2003 Lenovo's anymore?
If you want to douchily wear it on your hat, don't point it at Kevin's mouth. Because then it's going to pick up his... wear it on the other side of the hat or the shirt.
Douchely?
Well, the shirt...
That's what all the card bros do, right?
The problem with the shirt is I don't have an angle.
Just do it on this side. Well, then it's going to pick up me. You might have to just... hold it.
The problem with this is I like the little...
This is what the card bros did. I did it at one card show, but my problem is I angled the microphone in.
Yeah.
Ruined all the footage because there's an echo.
Well, that's my concern. Is it was pointed at Kevin's. It might have worked. I just don't want to have to fix it later.
Do we really want Kevin to be louder in any sense?
Exactly.
The viewers used to complain about me sniffing all the time, and so I would hit that button, and I've been better at it. But now I can't. I don't know how to stop.
You could just stop snorting the
You
white
left
stuff.
your 60s and decided to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, that thing came with magnets. Magnets are nice because then it
How do those work?
They go on the back and then they clip to the front like
what?
that. Yeah, it's pretty scientific.
Like what? Using the magnetism of the Earth?
Why do you sniff so much? Let's talk about this.
I've always...
I saw
the Zen sniffles.
Do you ever run into those TikToks that are telling you how much your body language matters and if you're talking to someone and they do this, it means that? You've seen those, right?
What does sniffing mean?
Sniffing wasn't on there. It made me think of it because it was said if they touch their nose like this, it means they I can't remember. I think she said it means they're dominant over you or something And I'm like, my nose just itches because I got a mustache, so I'm constantly
my nose always itches, but I'm also dominant. So it's like a
yes.
I'm definitely an alpha, as we all know.
I've noticed body language at the flea market is interesting. There was quite a bit of conflict.
This is good.
Quite a bit of conflict yesterday, but we were dealing with a PVC guy. Dave was like, "Get the heck out of here." And he literally is leaning back against his car. He's like, I'm looking through, we're making a deal. He's just got his arms crossed.
Was it a Camaro?
Against his, no, it was a van.
Okay. I had a theory I was thinking about last night, Kevin. I think he knew who you were.
Oh, you think so?
I think he was a viewer.
He's like,
and did not
you
like
are cheap, and I hate you, and I don't want to sell you this stuff. So no,
I feel like most
get a deal.
60-year-old dudes that sell it.
He was our age. And hotter than us. So...
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
I was going to make a joke. That sucks that he's hotter than us.
Well, which means he's top tough. 10 hotness in the universe.
That's the 1%.
Because me and Carrie are 11 and 12. Kevin's 7, which is
annoying.
Kevin's a hard 7.
Look how good he looks with a good lens.
Kevin's a hard 7. I mean, soft, but also a hard 7.
Yeah, we talked about... No, let's not go into that. Flea market. Kevin wants to talk flea market. So I took Kevin to the Webster yesterday. Me and Rod were convinced it was a holiday. Veterans Day.
You were convinced it was a holiday?
Until we realized it wasn't. Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. So today is Veterans Day. Yeah. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service.
Thank everybody. Thank you, Mike, everybody, for your service.
Everyone but Mike, yes.
Sonny, yes, Sonny.
Pacific Picker.
Mike, too.
There's so many.
Picker.
There's a few more, but I'm not sure, so I don't want to say it.
Yeah. Army reseller. Probably a guy. Or a girl.
Navy reseller.
Army reseller. Air Force seller. There's got to be a little bit.
Coast Guard reseller.
So we thought, normally the Webster, it's far for us, 2 hours, 15 minutes. So we haven't been going a lot. And it's also kind of been dying because The rumor is it's too expensive.
Is it because resellers ruined it?
They charge 40. Well, and so they have different pricing for off season and on season. But someone was telling me it's $45 a spot now. And a lot of people need 2 spots. People got a lot of junk. They're not going to come out there with just 1 spot. So you're talking about like $100 just to get a spot. And then you got a bunch of people like Kevin who won't pay you $250 for a PVC figure.
$250 for a PVC figure is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Well, what are you listing it for on eBay, Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin.
These people
need to eat too.
Listen, this guy
said that.
hundreds of PVC figures, and I'm trying to get like a small amount of
stuff. You felt entitled to them.
To be able to take it home in my truck, right? I'm down here for a week, and I can't fill my truck up. So I wanted to get smalls. So I wanted PVC figures, and I found gummy bear PVC figures. The guy wanted $250 a piece for PVC figures.
It's a lot, and Kevin did his best, I will say, to talk this guy down. But this guy, as Kevin said, body language had no interest in dealing with Kevin.
He did all when you're leaned up against your, like, I don't know, like 93 Toyota Corolla, I'm assuming.
I think it was like a Toyota
Tercel.
No, it might have been like a Chevy S10, 1998.
So
like two-tone brown,
like a smaller truck than like Rod.
No, I had like those little shotgun seats that like fold down in the back and you sit sideways.
Because like I'm sure Kevin went through the gambit gamut. What is the word?
A gamut.
The gamut of different.
Gambit's the guy from Marvel.
Yeah, different techniques. He started by trying to be folksy and whimsical, and usually he always crescendos at being condescending and rude at the end.
Yeah.
He does he cuts this out of the footage. But
I was rude in his footage for sure.
You were.
I was like, don't do it, Kevin. Walk away, Kevin.
Was my deal not reasonable?
Yeah. Well, so Kevin,
your deal was reasonable.
He collected.
That guy was unreasonable.
What did you collect? 16 or 26 of them? 26 of them. 26 or I can't remember.
16, 17 of them.
Yeah.
16,
6, 7 again. 16 or 17 PVC figures. He offers the guy like 20. I did the math on my calculator after he offered it. It was $1.60 a PVC instead of two for $5.
But I bought a boatload. I was going to buy a ton of them.
You know, I didn't say, like, when we asked originally how much for the stuff in the bins, right? And he said two for five. I assumed he meant, like, just your brain instantly goes to, all the bigger action figures are 2 for $5. But when you hold up a PVC, he'll probably say $1. You know, it's kind of like instantly where my brain goes. Actually, Kevin, that would have been the play. You should have held up a PVC and been like, what about these little ones? How much are they? He might have...
2 for $5. I guarantee you that dude would have said 2 for $5. You never know. They were almost all PVC small in there.
Yeah.
Almost
you just hold it up, you go like, this is so small, it probably doesn't even count.
So Kevin got shot down, and the dude would not even, like, consider
I said, how much for the whole bin?
Those Webster dudes, though, the Webster people are, like, legit. They've probably been there since 1973, except this guy who's our age and hot.
Maybe.
But in general... you know what I mean? Like, they might not even leave the property for all I know.
If you're paying $40 a spot, which, by the way, 2 spots isn't 100, Dave. It's 80.
Yeah.
So $80.
You got to consider $20 gas and time.
But there was people who had a table, had a whole spot, and they had like 6 things out. Like, you got to sell one of those just to break even.
So those are the guys that are in the buildings. And so I think the building people do like an annual plan. Or like something like that. From what I understand, like Anthony said, he buys out like a whole section. Anyway, so they prepay for like a whole year. They can come back to that table.
What do you get with? Do you get the table? Do you get like a transistor radio? What do you get in the annual plan?
You get free
walkie-talkies,
flood insurance.
Do you really?
Yeah, right. I'm sure.
But like Kevin's right. So we went to this table inside. There was 5 items, and Kevin's like looking at one of them, and we're just like, it's not going to be cheap if you only brought 5 items to the flea market. Like he's looking for. It was a Michael Jackson jacket.
1984, the Jacksons tour Pepsi satin jacket, and it had tags on it. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And I knew.
Did you rock that back in the day when you were like 7?
No. But I knew. I was hoping for like $75 or something. I might have grabbed it because it was so cool, and I thought I could get 150 for it. But I think he wanted 125.
1 1/4, he said.
You just do what I do at card shows. You're like, can I take a picture of this? You take a picture, and then you just say, this was way overpriced. This was way overpriced at the flea market.
Kevin, did you take a picture of that one?
The Jacksons, yeah.
Okay.
So there he did. He did.
These two guys are freaking photojournalists. I can't remember for the life of me to take
I am a
pictures
photojournalist / picker / content creator now.
It's a bummer. I take like the whole morning of flea markets, and we're walking out, and I'm like,
we had to tell you like
pictures again. Someone had a My Pet Monster
Facebook post for Pee Wee Herman. We're like, he's like, do it.
Someone had a My Pet Monster sitting on top of the car. I just walked by. That's cool.
Yeah, no, that's a picture-tunity right there.
Send it to Froggy Flip. Anthony would love that.
Photo-tunity, yeah. I saw My Pet Monster in a film I watched the other day. It was it was Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
She had a My Pet Monster in that. She was like pulling out toys from the
Did
sack.
Ernest? Did he save Christmas? I don't know what's the.
He saved it, but it was like a combination, right? It was a combination of goodwill towards men and kindness that saved Christmas. But Ernest had his part. He got the reindeer there in time. But to be frank, the only reason they were running late is because he screwed stuff up in the first place. You know, it's like one of those kind of heroes.
Yeah.
The heroes, if they didn't exist, there wouldn't have even been a problem kind of heroes. There's a lot of movies like that if you think about
Spider-Man.
it. Yeah.
Well, like Jingle All the Way, didn't he? Like he needed to find that toy because he was a terrible dad.
Yeah.
And then he got the toy. I think he killed several people in that movie, correct?
Well, there's a bomb.
Or was that
like
Last Action Hero?
The same thing.
Yeah, and then he got the toy for the kid.
Yeah.
We don't. It's kind of like one of those GI Joe movies, you know, or like and the GI Joes never get shot. But how about the collateral damage around them?
That's true.
We don't talk about the fact that all of downtown.
Oh, what really? Yeah, the Superman
is
movies.
destroyed.
Superman movies where freaking skyscrapers get knocked over full of people, and he's like battling a dude, and he kind of doesn't even win, and you're just like, he killed like
saves
a million
one
people.
person from the tower or the thing falling, and then all the rest of people.
If they
that were in
had just bowed to Supreme Leader Crab Giant, then he probably would have been merciful and not killed them all. But Superman having to fight him caused thousands of deaths. What are we talking about? What's this show?
Dave found Pee Wee Herman at the yard sale. It's impressive.
Yeah, a little
I was a
costume
little
made a
jealous,
quarter on
I
that
gotta tell
post
you.
on Facebook. Pretty good.
Quarter.
Carrie told me to put a perverted joke. I don't understand it.
No,
but
I said,
I don't know what it means.
who's down to go to the movies?
Yeah.
Did you not see the Pee Wee
I'm gonna
Herman
redo that
movie in the
post.
theaters, Dave?
Actually, I did. The Playhouse or Big Top Funhouse. What was that called? That movie. That was actually pretty.
And
good
he's a
movie.
well-known connoisseur of movies, so I just thought,
Yeah.
as a movie buff himself, he would have appreciated it.
Yeah, in the buff.
See, you do know what I'm talking about.
We're bearing the lead here. Dave is now a full-time eBay reseller again. He's
Yeah.
making sales. Bought
Yeah.
stuff yesterday. Already sold it.
Yeah, that was weird. That
Yeah,
was like
that's a
pretty
possibility,
crazy.
buddy.
Yeah. I sold.
I give
told you
credit to
sold
myself.
stuff.
I inspired him to list stuff.
I don't even remember what it
immediately.
was. I'll look.
That's good.
I sold a cry cut cricket.
Oh,
How do you do
cricket.
that?
I think
Little
it's cricket, yeah.
one of the little inserts or whatever. I don't even know what the thing
Cricket.
is. It's like, does it cut out shapes? Does it
Yeah.
put shapes?
Yeah,
I don't know. Whatever
we
it
don't
does.
need to know what the stuff we
It's
sell
Disney.
does. We
It's
just got to
Disney.
sell it.
It's a Disney themed one. It was brand new. I sold it for $18, and I paid $5.
So there you go.
Right.
What are you going to do with that profit?
And then I got the Andy Griffith Show on DVD.
Oh, yeah, you have been hanging out too
Right in
much
front
with
of my
Kevin.
face.
$5.
Right in front of my face, getting an Andy Griffith.
You
right
wouldn't
in
have
front
bought
of
it
my
anyways.
face.
The DVD.
Oh, what are you talking about? I sold a steelbook for $40.
Paid
the other day.
$5, sold it for $45 same day. So
Yeah.
$50. I paid for my gas and
Yeah. I do this
time.
podcast, and for a year's worth of time, my impression of Dave as a reseller goes down, and then I go picking with him, and I realize, dang, he's actually pretty good at this.
Dave is a good picker. He doesn't get enough credit. He just is scatterbrained.
the problem is the self.
And he will not
listing
let
it.
himself. He won't take it. For me, when I tell him he does a poor job occasionally. He
If I
doesn't
would just
take-
accept the feedback,
Yeah,
that's
because
true.
you're a good picker, but you make dumb mistakes sometimes. But
Yeah.
according to you, you never do.
Well, no, when I make the dumb mistakes, I generally double or triple my money. But they're dumb mistakes. Yes.
But he did not buy a Tickle Me Elmo yesterday. I will give him credit.
Oh, Kevin watched your video.
Carrie
glad
Flea's
somebody did.
American Arbitrage video. You guys should watch it.
That was pretty
And
bad,
To
yeah.
his credit, he left that in there. I would have considered maybe taking it out.
Did you sell it?
Nah, I don't know. I thought about giving it away.
All right,
Maybe I
figure out
should give it away
exactly
on
what you need to sell
DibDid or
for to
something.
break even and post it, and maybe you can get a
24 or
sympathy
50
buy.
maybe.
It's okay. It happens. I'm not
Yeah.
that worried. But I actually, for me, considering I usually am out looking for sports cards, I found several things I sold
Well,
right away from
Dawn
yard selling
said
with
she
you.
keeps walking in on Carrie having like little tickle battles with it. Like
Well,
she'll
yeah.
come home from picking and he'll be like, hee, and then he'll tickle him back. It's actually live.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. The batteries have. I don't know
they're
how to
gone. They're
replace
not
them,
even in
and
it.
Dawn hasn't done it for me yet. So I have to do the tickle noises for both of us.
Yeah, no, Carrie didn't go wisely, and again, with it not being a
It was also like last second. You told me like it.
Yeah, we decided.
the
Well, I didn't even
evening
know he was
before.
coming until noon.
Yeah.
At noon,
He never
he's like,
knows
I was like, "Are
when he
you
is.
coming today?" He's like, "Yeah, after this next game." I'm like, "All right, I guess I'll see you tonight at some point."
My wife, we were going to stay down
Flip
in Myrtle Beach and watch this tournament, spend the night, go home. She's like, no, I'm going home. This is going to be done like at 2. I'm going home. I'm like, okay.
So Kevin drove down here, and so because it wasn't a holiday, there was like no buyers, very few sellers. We were done, and we were pretty thorough. We went in every building, and well, we might have missed one building, but we were done by like 11, 15 or something.
Yeah, we were
like
done
that.
pretty early.
But then we stopped for lunch.
So we
and it's
loaded
like a
up on
2.5 hour
4,000 calories because I'm with Dave.
Listen, we found these things called swamp fries. Shout out to, we think it's called Skippers or Skips in somewhere. I don't know.
Swampland, USA.
Swamp fries? Was it
Good.
Skippers? Skips. I think it's called Skips.
Best pizza in Florida.
No,
Somebody-
that's a Western Outfitter. It's not that. That's where I get my cowboy stuff.
Somebody tell Barstool
There's a
Sports,
cowboy.
best pizza in
What's
Florida.
Kevin though? If I'm gonna be a Harley daddy and you're gonna be a cowboy in your 40s, what are you? You can choose pirate, cowboy,
My 40s are
or
almost over.
I know you're gonna be 50, so I don't know. What do people in their 50s do? It's like I don't know. You could be swingers,
Yeah.
exam daddy because you got to go get like all sorts of new exams that are
Yeah.
fun.
Have you done your the
damn.
anus exam thingy, Kev?
No, I have not.
You
and
got
I
you,
should.
man. You're
I
at that
really,
age.
really
Yeah,
should.
you gotta. Guys, let us know your review of the what's it called though, where they put the camera in your butthole and look for polyps.
Something scope.
Colonoscopy.
Yes, you got to get that once you hit 45. Let's say
45.
45.
The
or 40.
review of it.
Let's say 40.
Let's say
It is,
45. Yeah.
45, I think, is typically
Oh
the.
my
Yeah, so
gosh.
let's hold off on that. But we do want reviews, detailed review, deep.
Maybe a Patreon bonus. The actual video.
That would be good. Wait, of the of Kevin's
We
colonoscopy.
see Kevin's colon.
Anyways, I got action figures. I really didn't buy much. I filled my wagon like 1.5 times. I bought a powered
That's a lot,
wagon.
by the way.
I bought a powered wagon.
Yes.
'Cause your
Which,
wagon
by the
shoulder.
way, is a ridiculous purchase. I mean,
And-
the wagon shoulder must be really bad.
The wagon shoulder sucks, I will say, but the freaking powered wagon's already
The problem
broken.
is
it's already broken.
You didn't work. You spent a lot of your time, working out your wrist, and not enough time working out your shoulder,
Is that the problem?
and that's why it was so weak.
Sparky's. It's called Sparky's, guys.
Sparky's.
Check out Sparky's. What even town is that in?
Get the swamp fry pizza or swamp
Yeah.
pizza.
Swamp fry pizza. That does
It was
sound like a
pizza
Dave
with
meal right
fries on
there.
top of it. I'm like,
Dude,
what
yeah.
am I doing?
You loved it, though.
It was
He said it was
amazing.
the best pizza he's
I
ever had
can't
in
lose weight
Florida.
because I hang
Really
out
is.
with Dave too much. That's my problem. That's my excuse.
It's in Astor, Florida. Astor, Florida. Sparky's. Try
send
out
us
the
money.
swamp fries and the swamp pizza. There's a swamp burger we didn't try because we're having burgers for dinner, but I bet that's good too. It's like animal style over at In-N-Out Fries, but on a pizza. That's pretty much what it is, right? Same with the.
I mean, it sounds good. There's a lot of
Yeah.
things that
Computer
sound
died.
good that I question eating, though.
No, I don't know why.
Can I take a break and go get my charger?
Oh, you got a poo poo? Yeah, you
No,
can
I
go
gotta
get
get
your.
my
get some
charger. My
Zen or
computer died. My modern computer.
This is a ridiculous computer for somebody as rich as you to have.
Oh, that would have been good if you went to the bathroom and brought the mic and we got to hear him peeing. In the footage. He's like, oh, the Stones. Hold on, he reminded me I should plug. He reminded me I should plug mine in too. That's a valid point.
How you been, buddy? I haven't seen you since
Are
yesterday.
we leaning in for this? Yeah. Hey, buddy. How
you doing?
Hey,
gonna
buddy.
look
It's
right
been
in the camera.
hours since we've seen each other. I'm pretty good. I had a nice time last night. I will say, I don't know what to do about it. Is there any friends local who aren't addicted to their phones? Because I got 3 friends. Kevin's just as bad. Kevin can say what he wants. He's worse than Kerry because he's on his laptop and the phone.
I got off my phone and looked you in the eye, and you couldn't handle it. You couldn't have a normal human conversation with deep eye contact.
Let's do it right now. Why am I feeling
Is this?
things?
Yeah, exactly.
Your eyes are sparkling in the light.
Exactly.
It's weird.
I'm
This
a-
is making
I'm
me
a-
feel
I'm a-
Christmassy. I feel like I'm on a CW show,
I
like
bought-
Smallville.
I felt really guilty about spending like $70 on a fiber optic tree today because I
Where'd you
really
get it?
wanted one on Amazon.
Was it like 4 foot, 6
5
foot?
foot.
Okay, so it's like a small.
I used to, dude. They remind me of when I was in Mexico and I was away from my family on my mission, and I couldn't call them and
It's
talk to
green?
them. Yeah, it's
Okay,
green.
yeah.
I love fiber optic Christmas
5
trees.
foot.
I might just leave it up all year. That's how much I love
The
them.
old small ones are bolos too. You
Yeah.
can resell them. So
They have back in the old days, they would have like the metal metallic ones, and they would have the spinners. Every reseller knows this, the little light spinning things.
Yep.
50s wild time.
Well, and that would change the color, right? When
Yeah,
it would
that's the whole
spin,
point,
Yeah. No,
This is good stuff. I'm sure people are digging it.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, I was just telling Kevin's back. I was just telling the people, Kevin, that you're kind of worse than Carrie with the addiction of the phone because you're not right here. You're not only on the phone; you're also on your laptop.
I'm working, y'all. I'm working.
He's working.
Yeah.
He's working. But Do you remember, like, I remember my parents when I was a kid. I gave Carrie a hard time about this the other day at Halloween, too. My parents, when I was a kid, like, they would all sit on the back porch with her adult friends, my dad's adult friends, and they would just talk to each other. No phones came out because they didn't exist. Yeah. They literally just enjoyed each other's company. I'm sitting there last night in my chair looking at Dawn, Carrie, and Kevin, all just deep in their phone for like an hour, and I'm just like...
It's funny how cultures change, because
I remember different friends.
I remember, like, 2007, 2008, my little sister was on texting, and we'd be at like dinner or something, and we'd all be like, get off your phone. Yeah, this is weird, this is not normal. And like slowly you could, like, I think everybody notices the seepage into culture of like, it's honestly fairly acceptable, even if that it for most groups,
even like, if it annoys Dave, it's acceptable.
No, but like I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying in most groups, if you go to a restaurant and you see families together or groups, everybody's on their phone.
But it also ties into what I talked about in my video about quitting your day job and the negatives, because the reason they're doing it, one of the reasons, is they're working, like Kevin said, and
it's a lot of
and
like
you
checking.
Don't feel like you can take a break. You gotta just constantly be on top of it.
It is true. Video on the way down here, and I'm trying to think of the guy. He's an actor. What is, somebody can tell me in the comments, but he's out in California and he resells. I can't remember his name. And he was saying just that. No.
He's an actor.
He was saying just that.
Callie Lewis.
He does what you do. You do.
Oh, he's handsome.
Oh, he won an Emmy?
He wants to compartmentalize his business. He does not want to do eBay all day long, respond to whatever. He wants to do it in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And like
I want to do that too.
Is not business. And I don't know. I like to be able. I don't. For me, I don't care.
But this started against our will. Anyone out there who has a day job, where all of a sudden you had email and you were expected to respond after hours, because that was like the start of it. Like 10 years ago, all of a sudden I'm like, dang, I used to go home from work. So even at a day job, you're not safe from it.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. You have to have a different kind of discipline as a full-time reseller, I feel like, And the other problem is, and I feel like it's the same with you, me and you this way, like reselling is like also, I mean, it's our business, but we enjoy it. It's like a hobby. It's what we do for fun as well. So it is fun to check. It is fun to research. It is fun even for me sometimes to list. So it's hard to get away from it.
Explain Dave's not being top rated.
Well, exactly. How much money am I leaving on the table by having this weird set of like, I don't want to be on my phone?
Well, here's the thing, but like, is the money that you're leaving on the table worth the payoff of not having to have having a life? I'd say that's like the question. You don't need to have you only need to have a massive $1 million operation if you want to. And if you don't care and you have enough money to make it and you're happy, who cares?
Here's an idea, though. You could do both. Instead of having like, all right, these 4 hours, these 6 hours, whatever I'm working, and then that's it for the day. Why not, okay, I'm working these 4 hours and then 1 hour later in the day. That way there's 2 different time periods a day where you check your eBay messages or something. And every 24 hours, there's 2 time periods where you're taking care of it.
Here's the thing, though, too, is like, even if you, realistically, to do it right, you can't just ignore messages, even if it's not in that 1 hour window. So you're always on call. And there's like a certain psychological thing as a full-time reseller, even if you're going to a movie or you're doing something that's a hobby, right? Like, you're on call. So you're being irresponsible if you're not checking your phone. Maybe we do it too much, obviously, but like, if you don't check your phone to see what's going on, right?
You could say that as someone who hasn't checked a single message in 2 years almost. I'm very irresponsible, but it's not good. Like, you have to have people who are there supporting you if you're not going to do it yourself. Like, you have to have the backup, I guess.
What's the acceptable amount of time on eBay where if somebody messages, like, is it 24 hours?
Depends on the message. If they're asking a question. They're asking a question about the item, the acceptable amount of time is forever. Never answer them.
Oh, that's right.
And immediately block them.
Yeah, we can talk about last night. So I listed a knife, brand new. I think I paid $5 or $10 at the flea market yesterday, and I listed it for $90. So it was a good buy. And I already got a message on it, and it's from a collector, and the collector is asking all these questions, like, does it lay flat on a table if you put it horizontal? This is literally one of the questions. It's like so ridiculous. And I'm just like, I don't even want to sell it to this guy. And so I kind of like, I wasn't like super unnice, but I did decide to respond, and I just was like, yeah, it's probably not for you. Move along, basically. Move along. This is not for you. Someone said on Facebook. But he kept messaging me, and I ended up blocking him as a buyer.
Dan
I
in
learned that
Demand
from
would
Dan
be
in
proud.
Demand. Yeah,
Yes,
and,
yes.
just block him
Jimmy,
as a buyer.
Jimmy would
But
do
now,
it.
like right after I block him, some other newer eBay account with like 1 or 2 feedback starts messaging me about the knife. I'm like, you're the same guy. We know.
That's funny.
But I just didn't want to sell it to him because I didn't want to deal with the headache. But if I had just taken the pictures and that he was asking,
I mean,
for
it's a
extra
perfectly
pictures.
normal question to ask somebody. Does the knife in a box lay flat on a table?
How does it lay when you set it on? Well, because he wants it for his collection. He said he has to put it in a certain spot in his
Wants to
collection.
get
I'm
it
assuming.
graded. Send
Yeah.
it to PSA.
If you're that particular
I
about,
don't
you
want
should
you
be
as a
going
customer.
to knife shows, which I think
Yeah.
there are, like
Yeah.
gun shows or knife shows or whatever, and then hold them.
Yeah.
And look at them and
But
see
you
if they're
did have
up to us.
comments on your Facebook post that said, "Hey, I know you don't like to do this, but this is how you treat people, and this is what you should respond." So there's a lot of people out there that's like, "No, listen, you deal with the difficult customers and you treat them nice and whatever."
And
but
those people
you
are
really don't want
incorrect.
those people. Yeah, you don't want those.
There's a lot of people who are
buying.
doing things wrong, and those people are doing things wrong.
I could have, and in some scenarios I would have, but I thought it was kind of funny.
I think you're asking for trouble if you deal
respond.
with a person like that.
Should we look at it? I should pull
If
the
you
knife
say,
out.
let's say he bought that,
Pull it out.
you did 50 pictures for him. He bought that. There's no way you're not getting a message when that arrives, and he goes, it's 1/8 off the parameters and the gigabytes or whatever.
It's definitely scratched up. He wanted to know if
Well,
the
you
case
could
was,
have just
if the
said that
plastic
to him,
was scratched
but
up.
you didn't want to get off the couch and come.
I
in and
said
check
no.
that
I
item.
said I don't think it's in the picture. It looks scratched
Not
up.
that bad. Good
But if you're a
Lord.
high-end collector, like I
Okay,
feel
but
like
nobody in
it's
their
got
right
scuffs.
mind would think, okay, I'm going to take pictures at angles to see if there's a little scratch on the case or not. Because 99% of people are buying this to take it out of the
They could-
package.
Yeah.
Is there a company that grades those packaging?
I don't
Like
know.
a PSA type company?
We could start a knife grading
Grade it, and
company.
then you could just say that's the grade. Yeah, start it. Yeah, let's do it.
Those are
Anyways,
successful.
everyone in the comments, specifically Dan in Demand, let us know what you would have done in this scenario.
all of you resellers out there.
I asked Dan
Also,
in
what does
Demand,
Dan
he'll
in
agree with
Demand
me.
wear, like, for soles in cushions for his shoes? Because he has flat feet, right?
9 women's.
9.
Isn't that what it is? Am I getting the size right, Dan? He talks about it a lot.
I'd have to watch that podcast. I learned about it from you.
Yeah, Carrie doesn't watch that podcast. I heard about a new podcast with playbooks and profit, but I've
Yeah.
never seen it or heard any.
It's an
of the people
up-and-coming
on it.
one.
Educational,
Very niche community, I think.
entertaining,
Yeah, niche.
Entertaining.
Did you notice I put
Entertaining's
like
a stretch, but
and
yes.
they rip on Carrie. I enjoy that.
I put like some bougie glass
I think
behind you?
they're on
Did
too
you
early
notice?
for me to ever watch it.
Dave is a glass daddy now, y'all.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
tell you,
some
this
like
whole
bougie
thing
glass
full
stuff.
of. You did sell. You made a sale yesterday of your
I
little
sold the
dragon.
trinket box.
Yeah, he's found that he could fit 2 to 3 items on
I sold,
average.
yeah, I sold a trinket box, Carrie, for 120. One
Really?
of my little Limoges.
Oh, look at you, dude. Your little French
kind of a
daddy
big
over
deal.
there selling your Limoges.
Can we talk about our $1 offer promo, Kevin? Can
Sure.
you talk about it specifically?
Yeah, just look in the camera and be really douchey
Do
about
sales.
this.
Well, we don't have a date. I wanted to do this while I was down here. At least some of them. $1 offers. Everybody, when I post this on Facebook, not every comment, but I always get a comment
folks.
of, you can't do raffles. And this is not a raffle. This is legit. There are 5 $1 offers over there on Dibdit right now, and there are 3 over on Dibdit cards. They're all for the same thing. Compliments of Tim over the years. What's over on Dibdit cards? Leaf
Blaster boxes, one of the newer products.
Yeah,
I carry.
it's got 1 autograph per box.
All you got to do
What
is
sport?
go over there, make
Football.
an offer, and do nothing else. You will be informed if your offer is accepted. You pay $1, and you can get the item shipped to you for free. There's a Wii in a box that Picking and Punching has going over there. There's T-shirt, single stitch Tweety T-shirt,
Popcorn
sports
bucket.
specialties, Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, there's a
hat,
popcorn bucket.
Popcorn
Probably the most
bucket,
disappointing of the
and
dollar
Terminator
offers.
2
probably.
figure in the box, and they're going to be
You
shipped
heard
free.
about that. I didn't mean it.
If you're not one of those 8 people, you don't pay a dime.
So we want to thank our Patreons: Vincent Street Market, Hicks by Tyler, Gem Flipper, Buffin' the Stuff, Alexandria Pickers, Lady Arbitrage, Brian Semporbeal, Mike Camporelli, Vintage Sports Flips, PaulsMerch.com, Racehack Resell, and Logan Murphy for your support over on Patreon. Guys, here's the thing: we looked at the math. Well, me specifically, and then I told Kevin. Tech and Sports has 2,000 members. Guys. 2,000 with an average. The most popular, I don't know if it's average, but the most popular level is $35. So I just feel like you guys could step up. That's all I'm saying.
All we're saying,
value.
We have like
I wanna be
100
very clear,
members.
we are offering a similar value proposition.
To Tech
I'm
and
using
Sports, yes.
fancy words here. A similar value proposition to what Tech's doing.
Yeah.
Tech's bringing you important
He has
reselling
2,000
information.
members.
And
We have 100. I'm just saying.
I used to slather stuff on my face. What's the difference?
He used to, yes. That's what Tekken does, but what he's slathering on the face is knowledge.
Is useful information.
Yes.
Did you see he was on like CNBC or something?
No.
He's on like everything now.
Really?
I'm waiting for him to show up on like the History Channel.
Well,
just like
he could buy CNBC with that kind of Patreon money.
To contradict what they're saying and trying to get you to do, J.K. Hoover left a comment. The Patreon members are still waiting on their broken pins delivered in polymailers. If you sell on Diptit, I wouldn't hold your breath for a 3D printed.
No, I literally did a whole thing. I talked in several videos, JK. You're not paying attention. I put them on Diptit. They're on Diptit right now. And I said if anyone didn't get it, they buy it, and then I refund them. They just have to message and let us know that they were one of the people who didn't get it.
He's also back to being mad at me again. I think I won J.K.
okay.
Hoover over for a little while, but then I went down and picked near Winston-Salem when my boy had a tournament, and I posted that video. He's like, dude, why didn't you call me? I could have taken you to yard sales. I could have
What
done
state
whatever.
is that in?
North Carolina, where you used to live.
I'll say it.
Never heard of
I'll do a hot take. J.K. Hoover, one of our worst presidents ever. Without a doubt.
That is good. I would.
Hoovervilles, baby.
Hoovervilles.
What about Garfield?
Far better than that.
What about Garfield?
The cat.
Oh, or James Garfield.
The cat.
Oh, the
Specifically,
cat.
the cat.
Taft.
Yeah.
Taft would. I'm gonna look like Taft if I keep living here.
Why?
Good Lord. He was.
You're gonna need a bigger
president
bathtub
I've
if you
ever
keep
all
living
time.
here. I had to enlarge our tub myself.
Kevin, Kevin had 3 slices of pizza, French fries, and a burger and some mac and cheese yesterday.
Lots of Mountain
And
Dew.
6 cans of Zen.
No, well, yeah.
How many calories are in Zen?
Fun fact I learned yesterday is when he finishes a Zen, he doesn't take it out. He leaves it in. So, like, by the end of the day, he's got like 17 in there because each one might have a little bit of nicotine, just a little hit of that nicotine.
Hey,
You know?
small price you pay.
You know, Kevin,
to avoid
the face
real,
of addiction, folks.
Are there negative side effects to that stuff?
Not that I'm
Like,
aware
is it
of.
like what's that called, lip cancer and stuff, or is that tobacco?
There would be with that. I don't
Yeah.
think
It's
quite as
straight
much with this.
nicotine, so I don't know.
Is nicotine good for you?
Why do we talk about this? I'm proud of myself for getting rid of all my other habits, except for hanging out with you two.
You hear that there's like tattoo artists now that are
I got
AI
a tattoo story.
AI tattoos, and they're like as good as humans.
Like,
It's like a robot.
oh, so you like put your arm down
Yes.
and they'll tattoo you?
Yes,
So
like
that industry's going by
that
the wayside
industry's
as
gonna
well?
go away.
Yeah, they could
Well,
finish your penis arm sleeve.
and they're gonna be like, they're not gonna mess up, right? So I imagine a future where, like, specifically arm or a leg, like you literally could walk up to a machine, put your arm in it, and get a tattoo.
Dude, I trust a machine with that.
I am most
I do.
excited
That actually
about
probably would be good.
an accountant losing their job.
Wow,
Sorry
hear
to
that,
all you
accountants?
accountants.
Wow.
You hear that? My
All the
reseller
CPA
genie.
Instagram accounts.
Listen, guys, this doesn't exist yet, so sign up for my reseller genie
Yes,
code
and-
either NC Picker or
Those are
ADHD.
Arbitrage. I don't even know if
Bookkeepers.
I think it's still there.
They're
Arbitrage, I think it
bookkeepers,
is.
just
American
saying.
arbitrage.
Bookkeepers.
So bookkeepers are
Punch stuff
good,
in until
accountants
something
are
works.
bad.
Well, no, they're not bad. It's
You hate
just-
accountants.
okay, who likes to pay an accountant a ton of money to do their taxes?
Nobody.
No, I think
mean-
you've found the
Who
universal.
likes to pay their taxes?
We all just want money flowing endlessly and never have to. I mean,
No doubt. But seriously, why can't
a hot
ChatGPT do
take.
my taxes for me?
They maybe can in the future,
They
yeah.
can build a website, although the tax code is probably far more complicated than a website.
So I was on Chad yesterday, and I was
brother?
like, no. I've been
I haven't
meaning-
heard from him.
I've
Did
been
you
meaning to
squish him?
talk to you and Dawn about something that's been going on.
Oh, spit out my water.
No, so like how like I gave my Chad like an Australian accent kind of. Kinda like
No,
a
I
sexy
did not
Australian
know you
accent.
have a sexy Australian.
I was on Babbel. I was like, I want to practice my Spanish a little bit, and it was giving me these really rudimentary like questions and stuff, and like you could talk to it with their AI. And I'm like, I wonder if Chad does this. So I went on
does.
Chad, and I'm like, hey, can you just speak to me? Let's have a conversation. I want you to use Spanish, Español de España, right? And we were like, he was going fast, and I was like, it was fun. I did it for 7 minutes.
I saw someone do it on TikTok.
7, yeah, that was. I didn't know it could do that. Like, so I want to try to practice every day my Spanish.
That's good.
So that
'cause
you stop making fun of me.
You don't know it, so
I
it would
do.
be good for you
Hablo
to finally
español, si
learn.
podemos hacerlo.
Yeah, I
si
can also
quisiera.
say Puedo ir al baño. We all have
Yeah.
our own little word phrases we learn.
Well, what other words do you want me to say?
That
Give
was
me a word.
That was as many as you know.
Yo tengo más palabras si quisiera.
Your mom.
Tu mama.
Tu mama is también.
You can't say madre because then that would be a pretty offensive thing to say.
Madre?
If you say tu madre, it's fairly offensive.
Isn't it just your mom?
Yeah, but
that's kind of offensive in English
it is
too.
in English, but in Spanish, it's like even more so. Like it's very much a negative.
But only
thing
probably to someone who's a native Spanish speaker. I could say it to you.
Well, yeah, but I am kind of a native Spanish
Speaking
speaker.
of moms,
You're not. Sorry,
speaking of moms,
I love how you won't give me any credit.
A mommy's hobbies she says, I got my code. Thank you so much, Dave.
Yes, I can follow through. It doesn't happen often, but it's
And
happened.
Mr. Florida Flipper wants to know, Carrie, how many square feet was the shop?
3,000. That's a good question.
Wow, we haven't heard about that.
3,000 square feet.
I like
there
your
was
sweater.
there was
your
2
little
levels,
hoodie.
so I had to put 2 degrees like on below and then 1 up top.
Flipping
know-
I needed 3 levels is what I needed.
For the degrees.
yeah,
Yeah.
per degree.
Flipping Matt, and you know Flipping Matt, he's been commenting, watching for a while.
Yeah.
He does
Handsome
have
I feel like
knowledge.
he thinks he's a better reseller than
Dave,
us.
he did not watch your video because he quit his job.
Well, I didn't read his comments, so we're
and
even Stevens.
full time now, but he says everyone stop promoting so my listings get a boost.
Yeah, so there's did you see the Raleigh Roots videos and stuff about this? Like, they're trying to start a movement.
Yeah.
Apparently you didn't watch mine.
Here's the thing.
Of course I didn't. I told you I tried. I got 1 sale in and then got bored. And
Here's
Callie
the
asked
thing.
me to please turn it off.
Here's why eBay will never change because people like flipping matter. Just be like, stop promoting so I can
Well,
promote
listen.
and give eBay money.
There's a
Well, no, he doesn't want to promote. He
Oh,
Flipping
is that
Matt
what he's
was-
saying? I thought he's
he
saying
wants
stop
no one
promoting.
to promote.
there's
I
a
thought
point,
he was saying stop promoting so I can get all the sales.
I don't think so.
Well,
Oh,
Maybe I'm
maybe
wrong.
maybe he was. I don't
but
know.
there's a point
confused.
that only Corey
Just
made,
kidding, Flipping
actually
Matt.
Grams and Pops made, I think, in all these videos, is that there's another change that people are overlooking that is going to negate that, is the top spots are no longer available for promoted listings with this new thing. Everybody was upset about the promotion, but the top spots are only going to be for the pay-per-click people. So even the people that are going to promote with this new change aren't going to get the top spot anymore, no matter how much they promote.
Well, I also have reselling brilliant information from a podcast I listened to. It was a locker-based podcast, but apparently now if you use the sort by feature at all, it removes all promoted from the top. So if you sort by lowest price,
I thought
or-
it did that anyways.
Maybe it did. Maybe CJ Benz isn't the best.
This is
source
the
of
whole thing.
information.
This is
where I
why
get it.
I've always
JB.
historically priced the lowest because there's a group of people like myself that always just look lowest to highest.
Yeah.
All right, so who do you want to deal with? What customer do you want to deal with? The person that is going to look something up and click on the very top promoted item, or do you want to deal with, talking about who you're selling to? Do you want to
The
deal with the
savvy
people
buyer.
that are a savvy buyer looking for a deal, save a dime?
That's one of those sometimes they're better, sometimes they're worse. Like sometimes they're the Amazon person that returns everything that's just buying the first thing.
I would rather deal with the person I think that is not the penny pincher, and I'm a penny pincher.
Maybe though. The penny pincher probably spends a little more time reading the description,
Yeah, that's
making
true.
sure
That's
they're
a
buying
good
the
point.
right
That's a
item.
good point.
The person who's
Yeah.
an idiot like me and buys the freaking $500 wagon that breaks on the first day, didn't think about the purchase.
And
Like,
will
yeah,
get a return.
and I'm literally going to try to return it 2
That's
months
right.
later.
There
So
you go. There you go. That's a
yeah,
good point.
I
like
almost
that.
think you're better finding the penny pincher, the one who thinks it through before they buy it more than the Dave.
Exactly.
You know?
The worst would be the penny pincher who doesn't think it through, though, who's trying to, or the one who really, really digs into something and sees a flaw in the listing and does it on purpose to buy it in order to
That
ask
happened to
for
me.
the
That just
refund.
happened to me. I can't remember what it was. Did I tell you what it was?
I'm
Gary?
surprised that doesn't happen to you more. Because
It was
I'm
makeup.
imagining there's a lot of errors in your listings.
No,
I'm
it
not
wasn't
even being
makeup.
mean. It's just
I
the
don't remember
truth.
What it was. It literally just happened to me with a sold.
This is a good comic. This is so appropriate for this podcast. Medic something. YouTube is broken. They keep subscribing me after I repeatedly unsubscribe from this channel.
Oh, really?
I think that makes me happy. I'm not gonna lie, because
Well,
I
Terry-
love that somebody's trying to get rid of us and just
they
can't.
can't do it.
That's
Well-
what I feel like our podcast is. It's
I
kind of
remember-
like podcast herpes.
I
You just
remember
can't
I
get rid of it.
unsubscribed from Kevin's
bit.
channel, and it keeps getting me back on there. I don't know.
Amen to
I think when he comes and visits, he goes on to all my accounts and just hits subscribe on all his stuff. I think that's what's happening because I can't seem to escape him. He literally shows up. He wasn't invited. He's just here, guys. I
That's
don't
not
know
true.
what happened.
Yeah, he just left. He literally just left his shed filming
Yep.
and just walked here
Yeah.
straight.
If you watch a video of Kevin's right now, it's probably old. Keep talking. How to fix it.
They are a little bit. I had to film a little extra, but when you have as many sales,
Yeah, what kind of since you're looking to get content out of everything, like what kind of catastrophes are happening? Anything new on eBay outside of the promotion?
No, I'm pretty, as much as the clickbait titles might be negative, I'm very positive right now about reselling in general. And there's so much opportunity out there. I'm literally thinking about buying a property in order to dedicate it to reselling. It's one of my options.
I thought he was going to dedicate it to a charity and be like a good man or something, but just to making more money, guys. I'm going to dedicate
It's going to be the resale ranch,
money.
and it's going to be multi-use. It's going to be a multi-use.
You can
ranch.
buy a fence post for the ranch.
There's some bull crap. Don't fall for this bull crap.
Yeah, you're gonna get a crappy 8x10 printed Kinko sheet.
A word cloud.
I didn't say there would be a brick. It's a wooden shed.
A piece of the shed is not a written word cloud on a printer paper.
Of the shed. I didn't say I would give you a piece of the shed.
Well, you said buy a piece of the shed. Yeah. I'm expecting it in the mail any day now.
I thought buy a piece of the shed for me.
For you?
Yeah,
I was expecting.
Which piece did I buy? I want my name on it.
I
want my name on the bed. Can I send you a blanket that says Dave?
And you just put it on inventory. The bed is covered. So everybody out there who said I was an idiot for putting a bed in there,
you're kind of right.
Might be right.
That was a weird. Why? Can you tell? Like, okay.
It's because we have friends like Tim over the years. That it's a little shady to put him in the house.
Yeah. As he sleeps in my daughter's bedroom.
Caddyshack, you say the pool or the pond, and it's like the pond would be good for you.
Is it heated?
So there you go. Yeah.
Is there a toilet?
It's a mini split in there. No toilet.
So you just crap on the shed? In the shed?
No, you crap in the race car
bottle.
What if they have to poop?
He could go in the basement.
Is he allowed to use your toilets?
Yeah,
okay, that's nice of you.
Okay, that's where Jacob is?
Yeah, Bubba's down in the basement.
I just got to poop. It's 2 in the morning.
Jim, I hope you're not offended by the fact that you have to stay in Kevin's dirty shed if you ever come to visit.
Yeah, I like how it was specifically for
my daughter's room.
Kevin's in mine.
Without my daughter.
Yeah, just obviously.
Josie, if you're listening.
Seriously. Okay, so I did a video. It was kind of baity in a sense, like... Because
It's another one of your baity videos?
He stole my video idea and
this is what I was going to say. It's kind of funny. I didn't realize Kevin had done a video that was quit your job and make $100K a year. The next day, I was just like pulling and picking. I was like kind of emo a little bit. And I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. So I was just talking about like the sucky sides of working for yourself. And at the end, I titled it "Don't Quit Your Job." So it looks like I'm literally directly like going against Kevin. Like I don't know. I mean, I feel like people probably think it was on
your
purpose.
video wasn't necessarily saying "Don't ever quit your job," and my video wasn't saying "Quit your job."
Mine was just warning of the negatives that people don't think about.
I think since I didn't watch either, and just going off your titles, you want me to quit my job, which spoiler alert, I did a long time ago, and it wasn't my choice.
They quit you.
It was called being fired.
Yep.
And then Dave wants me to get a job again. Spoiler alert, it's gonna be really tough. I have a very large gap in my work history, and my work history is not very good.
It's like 14 fast food restaurants 23 years ago.
Exactly.
So
I'm really all in on this.
That reminded me of something that I had a video idea for, but I'm gonna just put it right on this. There are different types of resellers. So which one are you? Outcast resellers. They're just outcast from society. They don't want to be a part of it, so they start reselling. They hate jobs. Then there are the dreamer resellers that are like, yeah, I'm going to quit my job and make $1 million and whatever. I've got the nonconformists who absolutely cannot take instruction or anything from anybody, criticism. And then you got entrepreneur resellers like, I don't know, we could list some, you know who they are on YouTube. And then you got the gamblers who are like, screw it, I'm just going to do this.
What about the guy who just doesn't want to sit in any meetings? He's sick of meetings.
To me, that would be the nonconformists.
Okay.
I think
they're just sick of meetings. I was so sick of friggin' meetings. I just wanted to stop going
Probably,
to meetings.
if I'm going to be honest, more like the IBS one. Like, I can't...
I could go poop right now.
Yeah,
any moment in time, you're looking at me, I could poop.
Unlimited poo breaks, and most jobs don't accommodate to that.
And you can work from the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or look at Al.
Some would say some of my best work is done there. I don't know. I think I'm several of those. I think when I started, I was definitely the dreamer reseller because, like, I had that whole. I mean, I still do. To a certain degree.
Think all of us could make a ton reselling if we focused only on.
But I think a lot of my dreams,
easier,
like, I think I still am a dreamer reseller, but a lot of it shifted to the fact that, like, my personally. Upside to reselling a lot is my content that I make. I look at that as the way to grow as opposed to wanting to have a whole plethora of people working for me because maybe I'm not good enough at reselling. I don't know.
But do we like? So this, I think, my advice has changed. I wouldn't tell people to start creating YouTube content or any video content to make money right now because of the landscape and the competitive nature versus even 2-3 years.
A lot of people are stopping.
Like, think of what
content.
AI, how much time it's demanding from people. Like, I saw a guy last night, he created a cat video, saving a cat with AI. It got 37,000 views. He made it in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, it's tough. It's tough to tell someone, hey, it's a good idea to go try to make your
every
living in
generation of
content.
resellers or every generation of YouTubers had that same thought. Is it too late? I don't know. You might be right because of all those things you're saying. But like, I think it's simple. Like, if you have the urge to do it, you should try it. But if you're doing it just to make money, it's got to be beyond that, or else it's going to be hard to continue
Just
doing
look at the
it. 'Cause it's going to take time to
feed.
grow even to make money.
Look at the typical feeds you get, and then you got to translate what I'm going to say to the reselling side of it too in a minute. But look at the typical feed you get in social media. It's a growing percent that is AI. Almost daily, it seems like there's a growing percent. So I think looking at it on the reselling side, and when we talk about List Easier and whatever,
We don't
This-
talk about
No,
that.
we
But listen.
explicitly didn't
forget
mention
it.
Kevin.
Forget List Easier for a minute. Just look at the
Done.
AI
Okay.
process of listing. There's a lot of people out there doing their own little systems, optimizing titles and stuff like that. The algorithm, in my opinion, just like it's changed in social media, we've seen it, is changing in reselling as well. And what I talked about years ago, you guys were spot on with this stuff, joking about it 5 years ago, about AI and reselling and what's eventually going to happen. You're slowly seeing this happen, and to me, it's speeding up.
Yeah.
And the buy side of reselling AI is taking over too. You're literally seeing feeds to people. We talk about advertising and doing integrations and stuff for videos. These companies are starting to realize there is a much more profitable way to target the actual buyer of something.
Would you
Don't
say,
sleep.
Kevin?
This is
Kevin, would you say that
You already told me this
as
earlier
listing, as listing becomes easier,
Code
give me some of that money, guys. As listing becomes easier, is it really just going to be who can source the best and the cheapest? Is that going to be the edge?
Yes.
That's all it maybe always has
Well,
been
it's
the
not
edge.
just the only edge, because you have to have, if you're going to do this and scale it, you got to have capital to have. You can't just, a garage like this is
Yeah.
only going to hold so much. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's
expanding.
limiting. It's already limiting me, and you're
Well, tell
right.
me about it.
Like,
I'm in
I
a
think I
trailer.
don't know. Were we on the show when you said I could put a shed in the backyard? You're totally right.
Which is much smaller of a hurdle for people who want to expand their reselling than it used to be, because it used to be space and labor, and the labor part of it,
yeah.
talk about these different companies that used to have hundreds of employees in reselling on eBay, where you can have a massive operation with very few employees.
Well, just think about content creation historically. Back in the old days, we've talked about this. Like in the 1920s, you needed the whole crew, the cameras. You needed 100 people to put anything on film to show to people. And now you don't even need yourself.
Yeah.
You don't even need to be in front of the
use
camera.
AI.
You can have a computer create that and input what you want on the camera. So it's taken everything out of it that was needed 100 years ago.
But there's also some other pressures, because you're starting to see markets change and people lose their jobs because of AI. And so there has to be a buyer. There has to be people with liquid money to spend. I mean, I was looking at this 50-year mortgage thing they're talking about. It's all about putting capital in the markets, and the lowering of the interest rates, the pressure for people to do that, because there's going to be a time period of transition away from certain industries. And there's got to be cash flow. If you don't have any money to buy anything, I don't care what's going on.
I bet a 50-year mortgage would be cheaper than my 15-year mortgage. Save some
yes.
money.
I'm waiting.
should
I'm
not
waiting
do
for a
it
150-year
under any
mortgage
circumstance.
with a 50-year grace period before I have to start payments.
That's what
Death.
we're talking.
Death.
I've seen Kevin's feet so much in the last 24
I
hours.
know.
Like, he
It's
instantly
aggressive.
takes him. Like,
I admire
on the way
his-
home from the flea market, his bare
I
feet.
admire his confidence in your house, like shoes off, lounging around like some sort of vixen. You know what I mean? You're on there like you're spreading for, like
was sexy. It was
Playgirl or
weirdly
something.
sexy, yeah.
It was aggressive.
We did at the
also
flea
impressive.
market. Look forward to this footage on Kevin's channel. He did like a coin flip kind of deal with the carnival
relics.
barker Anthony,
Yeah.
and it was pretty funny. Yeah, that'll come out
That
in
was good. Dave
2028.
saved me $15.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We flipped $1. I've never flipped
It
a
works.
20.
It's all the same. It's all the same. He went up super high and threw it up in the air. But yeah, Carrie, you didn't miss out, because what I was saying about the flea market is I probably got 30 items. I did get a haul of Care Bears, which I'm considering one item. They were all brand new with tag. And Kevin got a haul of Monster High. And it's funny because we both were at the same booth. I went there first, bought out all the Care Bears, was looking at the Monster High, and I was like, I probably should buy that, but I don't really want to because it's party favors, right? It's like freaking
plates, napkins,
like vintage ones though, right?
2011 sealed.
2011, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's pretty vintage.
Well, that's
it's
vintage
not
for Monster High.
Monster High.
Yeah, Monster High is not
I
that
thought you
old.
said Care Bear.
No, Monster. So the Care Bears I got all the plush. It was like 36 of them for. It was like $1 a piece or something, all brand new with the tags. And they weren't vintage. They were modern, but they're nice. They're like
What
some of them are
$1 brand new with
$50.
the tag? Yeah.
Yeah, and
They
so
couldn't speak English.
they couldn't speak English, and they even asked me, "Do you want this stuff at the Monster High?" And I'm like
The Care Bears?
no, the Monster High. The Monster.
Oh.
There's two things. There's two buys. It's a tarp. Half of it is Monster High. Half of it is Care Bears. It's divided.
Okay.
Like like the child or whatever.
Well, they're not sentient.
So,
They probably don't speak any language.
no, the people spoke Spanish.
Oh.
Like
If you were there, you could have pretended to help us.
No, they weren't Spanish speakers.
They were speaking Spanish numbers to me.
Were they?
They said ocho, viente, or
I didn't
vente,
know.
I don't know.
Well,
I watch all my sports on El Ocho, so
Yeah, well, they were speaking Spanish either way.
Gotcha.
And, because I knew a little Spanish, a little dabble, so I actually did talk to them a little bit in Spanish. Yeah.
¿Hablas español?
Yeah, I said, mira, ¿cuánto tienes? También
they didn't-
tu mamá?"
How much do you? That's a good movie.
I paid 30 for it. I didn't even comp anything or anything. I just paid 30 because I just figured I could make sets of, you get stack of plates, stack of napkins, party decorations, place, tablecloth.
That's kind of like the YouTube privilege you have, though. You don't even have to comp stuff anymore. You're just like, put it in a pile. I'll give you some
No,
cash.
you just know. There was like 40 pieces of that stuff. There was cups. There was everything. It's gonna do good. I will
What did
send
they
you
say?
the
What did you
comp.
say they charged you for all of them?
$30.
Yeah.
And I
I
kept
probably
saying,
should've done it, but-
good, good. I didn't even get good.
Yeah,
like,
Bueno.
yeah, I should have gone.
But yeah, that was probably one of the best booths of the day. That little thing, and then the guy right next to it, that little spot where I got my wrestling figures. That was like the best spot of the day. But
like a Fury. Those
yeah,
were good.
it was very mid. But Kevin,
I did find a
here,
food
check it.
fighter.
Yes.
That was really
Love me
cool.
some food fighters.
Love me some
Yeah.
food fighters. That was good. I don't think I've ever bought a food fighter at a sale before.
Yeah.
I felt like Anthony out there.
Yeah, and then I don't know. We might go to Renninger's. We might do yard sales. We don't know what the rest of the week holds. We'll see. We'll see.
Yep. I got to fill my truck up, and Dave made me buy a bunch of clothing from his neighbor.
Well,
So I've got a
you
bunch
should
of
just
that.
auction that off. Kevin's gonna do a record auction today, like probably
Yeah.
like right now when you're
Want
watching
some
this.
good deal on some good
He'll
clothing
be doing a record
tomorrow.
auction. Rod's doing an auction. There's a bunch of auctions on Dipbook today.
Toys,
And
Disney
then
collectibles.
I
and
need to do
blowout.
an auction because I did a comic buyout. Like literally, what was it like?
This is
600
coming out
comics.
today.
Yeah, I'm editing it as soon as we're done with this because today is.
What does
day two.
editing entail, really, with
Well,
this?
I don't
Typically.
It depends on how many expletives you yell, right? Like
I
how
don't
many-
swear usually.
How much? I don't know. I was gonna try it since I'm recording locally. It's gonna
Like,
be
I can
different
say
than normal.
butthole, right? That's fine.
Like I don't have to download it and redo the audio levels because I've set them and hopefully they're just good and we don't have to mess with the levels. But I also was thinking I could try CapCut and see how it does with that. Try a different. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, dude, could you? One of the things I say, can you do like the fire thing? Just when I
Yeah.
say something fire,
If I use it, I might not. I might use DaVinci. I'm not
kind of
fully
feel like
decided.
you should at
I
this
felt
point.
like at the flea market yesterday, and you guys have been there more than I have. It was a little bit edgy. There was a little bit of
A lot
conflict.
of fighting. A lot of
Do you
fighting.
think
People were yelling at
do you
each
think?
other.
Do you think it's maybe just because maybe sales are slow or something, and they're a little edgy?
There wasn't many customers. Yeah.
Yeah, like if there's less customers and it's one thing like to post some stuff on eBay and then go about your day and have a slow sales day. It's another thing to pack up your car,
Set up
and-
60
and
pieces of glass.
set up
sell
si-
zero.
and then have a slow sales
And
day
then
because that's a
deal
lot
with
of work and a
lowball.
lot of effort. I mean, I could understand being edgy, and then you have to deal with, douche nozzles or whatever, like Kevin, that
offers.
are lowball offer.
That was so
Like, I
nice.
mean, I would have paid $5 a PVC just out of respect.
Yeah. For a gummy bear.
For $4
Gummy bear.
PVCs.
I would have just given them $5 and let them keep it.
But
Yeah.
what was funny is that when I got out of the car, I'm looking for small stuff. This was going to be that was going to be the theme of the video. I didn't want to fill up my cart, which to me is hard to do. How many times you gone to the flea market and not filled up a cart, right?
Yeah. It's-
And
Never happens
and
with
I
me
said,
'cause
I
I'm
want to
gone.
find PVCs. I haven't found gummy bear PVCs in forever. And sure enough, the very last table of the day I found. People will think I set it up.
you didn't even buy him though.
I didn't, but I did find them.
Yeah. Yeah.
No Grammy gummy though. I was a little disappointed.
I don't know. To me, it was
no Granny Gummy. That's
Grammy gummy.
sounds like a shirt.
You Grammy?
Well, so I bought all these comic books. That's what I was talking about, and I sold one. I sold probably the best one. I only listed the graded ones, but I sold my first graded one for $100.
Oh wow!
I spent $600 on the buy. Now I'm down to $500 because of that. And now I've got 600 comic stuff, but they're all good comics. Like there's 12 centers, 15 centers, 45 centers. It's almost all Fantastic
It begs
Four.
the question, Dave. Are you the best below standard seller on eBay?
That's the question, yeah. We should do a whole series about it. Like,
Exactly.
Dave's going to
best
change
below
his
standard
title
eBay.
of his channel to the below standard reseller.
I like it, yeah. It would be better if it was alliterative, though.
Yeah, below
Maybe I change my name to
standard
Bob.
train picker.
Below standard Bob.
ADH
below,
Bob.
Yeah.
below standard Bob. It'll
Yeah.
be-
Below standard
just
Bob.
put glasses on and don't tell anybody.
Hello,
you're not
I'm
Dave.
Bob, and I'm below standard.
They all know it's you. Everything's the same. It's all like, when I'm done with this, I'm going to do one of my cooking videos. Bob here.
Bob the chef. But anyways, the point is, I think I'm going to probably auction the rest of the comics, even though it might not be very wise. And so if you guys want some comics, come
There
on
you go.
over
Come on
to
over.
Dip
Yeah,
Day.
Dave,
I don't know when I'm
Carrie,
going to do them, but
I'm
I've got like
handing
600.
Carrie a comment that I got yesterday that I thought Carrie would really
Doug
like.
and Carrie. Oh, sorry.
Carrie loves comments from people.
Okay. Biggest con artist reseller on YouTube. This is to you?
Yes.
All right, we'll end it there. Do you want me to read the rest of it? The cute cap. The whole Mr.
You know what's
Rock.
funny is you instantly date yourself and use the word cap.
Exactly.
Like instantly, I know
Well,
you're
I gave
70
it to
plus.
because I thought Carrie might have been because it's
Yeah.
like Carrie's narrative about me.
All right, keep going.
I thought
keep
he
going.
might
No,
be
it's-
a
it's-
comment leaver.
It's precipitating amongst the people now. The whole Mr. Rogers walk from one shack to the next. The neatly organized and obviously staged (parentheses work area). All just a con to get views, likes, and subscribers. And most all get naive viewers to visit the website of the associates. We're like,
Are we the
are we a
associates?
Tom Clancy novel?
Or is he
The
talking about
Associates.
eBay? He might be talking about eBay.
Oh, dude.
No.
I think he means.
You think it's Dib Dit?
I think he means
Look at
dibbers.
my
Okay, we're the
response.
associates. Okay.
He said affiliates, not associates.
Oh.
In other words, everything else you said was right.
Somebody's
spot
like, that would be an awfully elaborate con.
Yeah, he's not even. He doesn't even sell on eBay, guys. He's
Seriously.
like those fitness influencers that are like, just finished my 8-mile walk, and they're like not sweating at all, and you're like, but did you? Did you really?
Look, there is.
There are organized resellers out there that have awesome, like Jimmy. Jimmy's background, he's collector. You know what? It is possible to be. Dave is an organized reseller.
They're giving you a hard time for the aspects of your content that are performative, which are honestly few. It's the walk from the shed, because that is a.
The tying your shoes while singing "Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood."
Yeah,
like it's a little
exactly.
far
Putting
at
on the
this
granny
point.
square
the,
sweater.
Yeah.
the taking a photo of a dog that you planted on the road so that you could get Facebook likes or
Pulling
whatever.
over on the side of the road to go get some cow footage.
Exactly. There's
like
performative
cows.
parts of your content because it's good. It plays well. But honestly, if you've ever hung out with Kevin, he is all eBay all the time. Like all reseller, knows what he's doing.
And
I
I'll
hate
give
to
it
admit
all
it.
the time.
It's true though.
You gotta. Hey, I like it. It's fun. You can make $100,000 a year and quit your lousy job.
Don't quit your job.
You know what
I
you
like
should
this.
do?
This should be our new bit. Like we're just constantly arguing about whether or not you should. Quit your job.
I think you should do both.
What if you get fired from your job because AI took it?
Do better. Be
What if
better
you-
than AI.
What if you get fired from your job because you kept showing up an hour and a half late to your shift? And AI took your job also. That was probably part of it. Looking back, I think AI had a lot to do with it back in 2009 when that
Do you
happened.
guys have the drive-thrus down here where they have AI people
Not
talking to
yet.
you?
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
in freaking backwoods of Virginia, you pull up to a Bojangles and they're like,
Like Taco
"Hello,
Bell has
would
them
you like to
sometimes.
order today?"
The logical question is, does
They got
Dave,
Baja
like-
Blast Pie now.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You know what? I
Don
forgot.
wants one. You
Tim
got
wanted
Don
us.
hooked on Baja Blast somehow. I don't know how this happened.
Which is funny because the first response when I give them Baja Blast was like, "Oh, it's disgusting." Now Dawn, like, whenever she comes up, you got Baja Blast.
I'll be honest,
give me a
you've
hit.
given me, because you're a good friend, like these Cokes
Yeah.
lately, and I kind of prefer Baja Blast now. And it's weird to
Oh,
me.
dang.
It's kind of odd.
Yeah, I'm a Mountain Dew guy. I
Maybe
always
it's
have
because
been.
of,
To Mike.
you know,
$1 free shipping pro.
I like all Mountain
maybe
Dews.
it's because of the shrinkage that comes with Mountain Dew.
Should we look at my comments in my video where I said don't quit your jobs?
Yeah.
I bet they're going to be hurtful.
I think
haven't
they're going to
looked
be
yet.
thoughtful and
Should I
Nice.
start off with the ones that are held for review, or
Yeah,
just look at
yeah,
all
of
of them?
course.
Let's find the
Of
worst
course.
of the worst.
Of course.
Let's see.
It's the only ones you should read.
Is there any that are held? How do you find that? There's a way to do that. Hold on.
Did Mike take his Terminator figure down? It's not showing up anymore. If y'all want to go make $1 offer of the Terminator, you gotta search Terminator 2.
That's weird.
Did you find it?
I don't see it in the.
Dave's picture's
They're at
good
the
of his
top, so
popcorn
people can
bucket,
easily
though.
just
I
go
will
make
give
an
you that.
offer on everywhere, but I don't see it.
All right, here we go. Pipe Dreamer. Huge fan of Pipe Dreamer.
Yeah, Pipe Dreamer
Great.
is a big fan of yours.
No, I'm a
Pipe Dreamer
fan of
is
Pipe
awesome.
Dreamer. I love
gotta
Pipe
meet
Dreamer.
Pipe Dreamer one day.
Their comment is, excellent video, Dave. I love it when you go meta and super insightful. Serious Dave is wise AF. That's a good comment. See?
I like that.
You're the GOAT commenter of the day.
You
Carrie,
win.
do the GOAT commenter of the day sound effect. We just lost 3 subs.
Dude, I don't know if you've noticed, but
Wait, I gotta
we've been
find
doing
someone who
that.
doesn't like me, because Pick and Paradis is awesome and likes me. Let me see. Daddy Resale said Tekken Sports gave you some serious pointers. You got to start implementing them, but you have your hands in 600 side projects. That's valid. That's a big problem I struggle with.
You did make that point yesterday. You're jealous of the people that can focus on
I'm
one
so
thing.
jealous of the people who are just I'm only gonna do Facebook photos, or I'm only gonna sell jewelry, or that. I'm so jealous of that lifestyle. It seems like
I don't think
chill.
you'd be happy like that.
I don't think I'd be happy. I don't think I'm capable of enjoying that.
I still remember vividly the one night we planned out a whole sports card, a whole trading card company, and then
Yeah.
never did nothing, but it was cool.
Well, I decided that if we did that, we might get sued. So, yeah. And I was a little concerned about that.
I'm concerned about Mike's.
My husband and I both worked full-time for a medical company. We moved to Florida a year and a half ago and quit our jobs to become full-time resellers. We both worked part-time jobs to help make ends meet. We just moved back to Mississippi last week and got full-time day jobs. And the sense of security that is so much better. I need the guaranteed income.
Listen,
What do you think, Kevin?
I think Florida is the place to be if you need a full-time reseller income.
You're right.
I'm convinced of it. 100%.
But I also think, I think they're pointing out that it's not for everyone to own your own business.
Yo, 100%.
Dude.
Some people just
100%.
don't want to deal with it.
I don't know if I could do it at this point in my life, but I am jealous of people who can and maybe with emails and the certain kind of job that you had,
Yeah.
you couldn't. But I'm jealous of the people who could go have a 9 to 5 and then at 5 come home and not care about work. Just literally
What's my
play
brother
video
does in the
games, watch
trades.
TV, do whatever your hobby is.
Or your son-in-law, right? Or
Yeah.
stepson? What is it called? I don't know. The one who does the sprinkler fitting. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
he's
that's
done.
my stepson. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he wants to be a reseller. But the problem is the trade-off, because there is for every yin, as you say, the yin for the yang. For every yin, there's a yang, right? So the trade-off for the freedom is the freedom of reselling, which means you have to set aside time to resell and be serious, or you're just going to have the freedom of having no money and being unemployed. So you have to be really careful and disciplined, which I've struggled with my whole time. I've gotten way better at it, though. Way better. But still, it's never easy.
Mike's item is no longer up there because somebody bought it.
For $1,000.
I don't know.
I sold him that on Dibdit for $60.
So
a
people
year
are
ago.
trolling over here. Make it 10,000, Mike.
No, ship it. Ship it and buy one on eBay and just use that to fulfill
Somebody
it.
spent 1,000.
1,000. Somebody paid $1,000
Shit, why wouldn't he ship it?
because they're trolling him.
He still has the money.
Yeah, who's
Well,
playing
troll
around?
away.
until they do a chargeback on it.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Call him out, Kevin.
I don't know.
Call him out.
Don't buy the item. Sometimes
That's
people,
why
they
I
just
put
don't
mine at
understand.
$9,999, and you guys said I put it too
Troll
high.
away.
Hey, I'm a little wiser than you may think.
$1
Kevin.
offer, or you pay $10,000.
The good news is if you've already made an offer on that, we're keeping the information separate because we got to run it through a program. So
I'm just
we have
saying,
your offer still.
he could buy a new one on eBay for $60 and use that to fulfill and have $1,000. That's all. That's what I would be
And
thinking
he can
about.
join the $940 Patreon level for Trash to Cash.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I mean,
the
listen. Honestly,
Mike is rich level.
these comments are legit on this video. You should go look at my Flipper video, the one about quitting. There's actually a lot of really good insight on there. There's so I knew when I titled it that there was going to be a range of people that were supportive, people that actually watched it before reading the title, you know, because those ones have very insightful comments. The people who just hate me and were like, "Ha, I knew you'd fail." Like, there's those guys, and their comments are funny because it's just me talking about the challenges of selling and having your own business, which would apply to literally any business. My friend Dale told me when he was running his business, he struggled with the same stuff. He just was always stressed. He was worried about making sure the employees got paid.
It's
just stressful to run a company, any sort of company.
No doubt. So I would say this for running a business, and we've talked about this. What your expenses, your daily living expenses, your life expenses plays a huge part in this.
Absolutely.
Huge part of this. It's so much easier for me living where I do, getting my house when I did with the interest rate, no debt, whatever. My daily expenses are way, way underneath.
Yep.
What you have down, what most people have.
Most people, yeah. I'm pretty average with my expenses, but compared to you, it's like 10x what Kevin has.
I'm calling out Joseph Jenkins.
Okay.
Who bought this?
That sounds like a fake name.
Yeah.
JJ? JJ?
Whitworth?
There you go. Joseph, what are you doing?
Cash out, baby. Cash out.
I have your address.
Ship
We're coming. We're going to deliver it.
What state?
I'm not, North Carolina.
Okay, I know who that is. It's me.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, let me just go. I'll go to the top comment, and we'll see what the top voted comment on this is, so we're not spending the whole time. The top comment is, and it'll probably be negative knowing my beautiful audience. Run, don't walk, back to your day job. It's the top comment. My day job, they were like, I mean, I'm sure they're fine, but they did huge layoffs a month after I left, and they did another round. They've done 3 rounds of layoffs. I probably would have gotten fired regardless. Like, leaving that job was actually brilliant. I got out in perfect time. I got a bonus that no one else got because they ended up retracting it for anyone who stayed. Like, I got out at the exact right moment.
And you were worried about that, like getting it because you were quitting too soon or whatever.
Yeah. So I would not go back to that same day job. Well, and that's the ultimate question. Like, would I go back to a day job?
But there is a segment of your audience that hate watches, just like all of us.
Yeah.
That would have loved to have seen you crawl back to eBay, right, and then fail.
Yeah.
So
crawl back to eBay.
Yeah. Because remember they were saying you were going to crawl back to eBay because you went to Dib.
Well, I said when I did it that I was probably going to go back to eBay eventually. That was always the plan.
The only way that wasn't the plan is if Cooking with Dave was making $20,000 a month.
So much money that I just had to offload stuff, whatever.
But listen, you live in a perfect place. The percentage of my income, people ask all the time, how much you make on social media, whatever. The percentage of my income that comes from social media and reselling, it's reselling is the biggest growth, period.
Yeah.
And I see that going into the future, I hope, if I do things right.
Well, if AI takes over everyone's job and people are bored, they're probably going to buy more stuff.
Like, I have money.
Well, they'll probably...
without a universal income.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that.
No, it's not.
It sounds like a leftovers topic. Right?
Yeah, that sounds like a reseller leftover topic right there.
We're going to walk away from that one.
Yeah, anyways, it was kind of fun. And Kevin, how were your comments on the one where you said people could earn a bunch of money?
They were pretty positive. I asked people to say, because, the debate used to be, when I started these videos, it was like, yeah, I think one single person can make $50,000 a year reselling in traditional ways. Thrift stores, garage sales, occasional storage units. And I used to have kickback against that. Like, no, you can't, no, you can't. And I feel like one person in today's day and age with inflation literally can make $100,000. One person. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying if certain sourcing methods are right, you can do it now, probably easier than ever before. And so I wanted people, with all the naysayers that I knew I'd have in the comments, I wanted people who are doing it to put comments in there, and they did. Tons of people were like, yeah, I make $200,000 net profit by myself. And I'm like, that's pretty crazy.
What's the percentage of your comments, Kevin, that is just speech to text, like an old person yelling, "How do I turn this thing off?"
Stephen Hawking style?
No,
that's like mind.
No,
to text.
Like how older people, Kevin's age and such, they just they do the speech to text, but it's never correct. Like it doesn't work well enough.
The wrong words.
Like they have like an Android that's too large, comically large and useless, and they scream in it, and it's just like all jumbled in there. I'd imagine that's like 40 to 50%.
I wonder. We should bring Kevin to a movie.
Yeah,
I did watch
Nosferatu. We should just
for the first time ever the other day.
I don't really like that movie.
What movie?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Definitely weird.
It's a hot take. It's not.
I saw.
It's trying to be Christmas, but it's like Halloween. It's just too. It's weird.
Dave won't go see serious movies, so I went and saw Nuremberg.
I tried to see a serious
Nuremberg
movie.
was very good.
Was it?
Yeah, it's very like it was interesting. The history of it.
Yeah, I like serious movies.
Yeah, I watched some serious movies.
You went to Oppenheimer and complained that it wasn't Transformers.
It was boring.
You're like, where's the explosions? It's about making the explosion.
It was a boring film, guys. I will aggressively stand by the fact that was a very boring film.
Patty Paul says ChatGPT.
Yeah, this is like Tron level boring for you.
ChatGPT,
out
what?
Of the water those from list easier, allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. I will say that there are a lot of people. The optimization of titles and listings is almost negating the need for promoted listings.
Could you repeat that?
No, please
like
don't
I'm a
make him
5-year-old.
repeat that. No.
I'm
It
serious.
was so boring the first time. Like, let's not.
It's fine.
Everyone understood it. Everyone who listened to that, we have a very intelligent audience. They got it. Carrie will get it later.
He's talking about the optimization Prime.
Yeah, Optimus Prime and Oppenheimer Prime.
Oh yeah, so what you're telling me, Kevin, is if the titles are better,
Stuff will sell better.
stuff will sell better.
That's what he was saying, yeah.
Yes.
Have you thought about talking about this on a video? I think it's a good tip.
I told him he should open a Patreon. Tech and Sports making bank, baby.
Commonwealth Sports.
There you go. Well,
It's only about sports.
Oh, just folksy. You should just do a whole folksy little Patreon
Kevin
advice
believes
channel.
the problem is that we think we know the best titles because we're resellers. And
I don't think that. I don't name titles. I just do sell similar and leave it.
I don't even think.
I haven't
I've
made
always
I've made
changed.
like
I am.
3 custom titles in 5 years.
Mike sent me a message about terrible towels the other day, and he's like, "Why is this one going for so much more than this one?" And I'm like,
you're
"Well,
telling me.
there's 2 words in this title that aren't in the other title, and there's not very many listed. So if you have a listing that if somebody types in something with those things, and that's the only thing that comes up, and they're auctioning it up, they're going to make more money, even though there's a buy it now that's available."
I
Titles
should
are a
stop
big,
labeling
big deal.
all of my card listings just card only. I should actually describe what the
card.
card is. Card.
Listen. We did a sell similar on some sunglasses. They sold. I got to ship them. But let's look at the title. Hey, this is pretty funny. It's Von Zipper Glasses Stash.
That's it.
That's the
you
title.
didn't change that title at all.
Not at all.
Wow.
$30 sold.
Sunglasses?
Instantly. Yeah.
Oh,
And
look
it
at
doesn't
that.
even say sunglasses; it just says glasses.
It just says some Von Zipper Sunglasses Stash.
Okay, sunglasses.
If your
$30
titles are so
instant
succinct,
sale.
right?
Yeah.
Do you need all the fluffer words?
Fluffer, huh?
Fluffer words. I stand by that. Words that just are there for show but never really get anything
You
done.
need the emojis.
I think probably they were underpriced. All right, why else would they sell that quick? I mean, it is straight to the point. If
Here's
someone
the
wants
thing.
the
Stop
Stash
thinking
model,
if you sell something right away that it's underpriced. Maybe you priced it right.
Here's another
And it's
mistake.
sold.
I paid 50 cents.
Here's
money,
another
brother.
mistake people make when they're searching to get a comp to steal, use, whatever, is they're putting too many search words into their search to find a title.
I don't use search words. I just use Google Lens.
Okay, well that's a mistake too because you're gonna not get them all.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what I will do is I'll use. This is my process, guys. Don't do this process. This is the worst eBay seller's process. I Google Lens
Below
it.
standard stellar.
I click
Certified
on
tip.
below standards Bob here. I click on the listing on Google Lens. It takes me to it. I copy whatever title it took me to, and then I paste that, and then I hit search. That's what I did.
Okay.
And then I hit sell similar, and I make up a price because I don't know numbers.
I think if it's a common item, I think that's perfectly fine. If it's slightly not as common, I would type in the words and then I would filter to highest solds and see the titles of the ones that are garnering more money.
I don't know why I zone out every time. Say it again. I zone out so fast when you talk.
I would type in those words
type in those words.
for a non-common item.
For a
common
non-common
items are going
item.
to sell for the same
Common
amount.
items are gonna
But
sell.
having to repeat this, I would love
It's
Dave
still
to be
not
in my
staying in my
classroom.
brain. It's not staying. It just keeps coming out.
Type in the search.
Type in
How
the
hard is
search.
that? And then filter to highest selling items and see what makes those stand apart. There's certain keywords that might garner more views and get you more money for something. But you have to find those high selling items to find those words. Why is this one selling for so much more? A lot of times it is one search word that's not included in the other listings.
Battery's not included.
You
It's a
know
good
how
move.
like
You know this, Dave.
You know how like your wife like keeps saying the same thing and you're embarrassed because you keep saying what because you keep not hearing her and it's like been 5 times and you know she's gonna get mad at you if you say what again. We're gonna go that route with whatever the crap he's talking about.
What is
Here's the
move
way
on.
you handle if you don't listen to Kevin. You say, "You're right, buddy."
You're right, buddy. Yeah,
So
you
you're
just
right,
agree
buddy.
with it. Yeah, that's true.
All right,
Kevin.
here's-
I would
here's-
do what he said.
Here's a
Top-rated
something
seller.
you'll
Are you
get
top-rated?
that Carrie will get. Yeah. Here's something that Carrie. So if you somebody asks what is Carrie's YouTube channel, it is American Arbitrage. But if you type in American Arbitrage, the very first thing in all the videos you see underneath it will be American Arbitrage cards.
Yep.
Okay, so if you added another word to American Arbitrage picking,
Nards.
then people could type that in and it would pop up. But since you're using the keyword, only those 2 words, you're also getting all that other stuff in there. And it's hard to find your channel, by the way. So it's American Arbitrage, but it's not American Arbitrage.
Could it
cards.
also be hard to find my channel, honestly, because I don't produce a lot of YouTube videos for it anymore?
Yes, if you were producing more and more
Consistently,
content, a lot of that stuff would pop up.
Theoretically, I could make this argument too, which I'm planning on doing, be more consistent with that page. It would just, when somebody looked me up, they would see both of them, and maybe that would get people to watch my other
A
channel
lot
as
of channels
well.
are like that.
Mine is like that.
But you need to have
If
that
you type
third
ADH
word in
Dave,
American
yeah.
Arbitrage.
What should it be, guys? Let me know.
Nards. I already said it. It rhymes.
American Arbitrage Nards.
What other A word could be?
Anus.
Anus. American Arbitrage Anus.
American Anus Arbitrage?
American Anus.
American anus.
You
Yeah.
didn't say where the other word had to go. Anus American Arbitrage?
What if you just put in like a popular name like American Arbitrage Tech and Sports?
American Arbitrage Mr. Beast.
American Arbitrage Harry Tornado. Just put it in there. See what happens.
Harry
Actually,
American
no. Do
Arbitrage.
American Arbitrage Harry Tornado soap.
No, Harry American Arbitrage.
Harry Arbitrage.
Harry Arbitrage.
And it kinda rhymes with Carrie.
I should just change it to Harry Tornado.
There you go.
You could do that,
but
know.
spell Harry the right way. Harry.
Yeah.
Harry?
I'll use
Well,
a
the
picture.
name.
I'll use a picture of him in the thumbnail so people don't get confused.
What if you made a channel called Haley Tornado?
There's a lot
People
of
like her
options.
better anyways, so
Yeah.
you're on your instant
Honestly,
success.
I'd probably do better if I just changed my name of my channel to Lady Arbitrage or following around Lady Arbitrage.
This is what I keep telling Brandon to do. Like, just CVA thrifts, guys. Check out his channel.
I'm like a photographer for Facebook now. I'm
Yeah.
basically a filmographer for Dom.
That's what he needs to be for Jen, because people just want to watch Jen pick. So I just said, just film her and call the channel Jen Pickin' or something like that. Pickin' with Jen.
Jen Pickens.
Yeah. Gem pickers, gem flippers.
Gem flippers.
Check
Awesome
out
dude, by
gem
the way.
flippers on Dibdit. folks.
Gemstones, the righteous gemstones. Are we playing a word alliteration game?
Is it alliteration?
I don't know what alliteration is
It's
technically.
when the letters start with the same, or the words start with the same letters.
Dave, you got a return the other day. Returns up or down? Mine are
I got 2
finally
returns.
slowing
I have
down.
2 returns. One of them is makeup because they didn't like it, which
Oh, yeah, they opened it.
they
That's
literally
right.
opened it and used it, brand new makeup, and are returning because they didn't like it. So they're buttholes. That's what I think about that. And then the other one is I can't remember. Tell me
Yeah.
about yours being down, Kevin, and I'll tell you what my other one is.
I went through a stretch where I had like 2 or 3 a week for two or 3 weeks in a row. I'm like, what is going on? My sales were up, so it was okay. But I've had one in like the last 10 days, knock on wood. And I'm hoping it gets down to the normal, maybe 1 per month. That would be helpful, or less than 1 per month.
My other one's no longer open.
Oh,
Maybe-
hey, eBay closed one for me the other day. They
Yeah, they
opened a
closed-
return and-
wait.
and they never did it, and then eBay closed it for me. It was nice.
See
me the money.
details. It was okay. We're looking into the return. We're reviewing the details of the return for more information. Started. They never shipped it,
Yep.
but
Yep.
it doesn't show open anymore. It shows closed.
Yeah, because they never shipped it, and the time frame went out 30 days, and they closed it. Why did it for me the other day?
But they purchased it October 21st.
That makes no sense. They closed it themselves.
A case has been opened November 11th.
That's today.
Oh, okay. So this
Did you-
while we were live, they opened a case. Did they send it back?
Oh wow! They opened a case, so they don't want to send it back.
Let me see. And it's been refunded.
Did eBay cover it, or did you? Just,
Unable to deliver, it says.
oh, wait a minute! Unable to deliver.
they-
So you sent it.
Did
Okay.
you- is that one of those situations where you didn't respond though, and you're going to get that negative?
Well, the case is brand new, so it wouldn't be negative now.
I had a guy, while you figure it out, I had a guy, I sent the item to him.
Wait, it was opened and resolved today. Am I screwed?
No.
It's another ding.
Oh, no.
They opened
I
a case.
swear
They
that-
instantly got resolved
I
and they
don't
got
see the
refunded.
I think those are dings
resolution.
though, because I swear those are dings. It's annoying.
The case opened, the case was resolved.
Okay, but does it tell you anything
And they
about
refunded the customer.
it? They refunded the
I don't know how to
customer.
tell that.
Oh, well, go to your...
It says item was unable to be delivered. We're looking into the return, it says. View
I
case
can
details.
almost guarantee you eBay covered it. Almost. So,
We've issued a refund to the buyer.
Yep.
There's nothing you need to do.
You're good. You're good.
You aren't required to reimburse eBay. Your seller performance level will not be affected.
Okay,
yep.
But
They
why
covered it.
didn't... Bro, I just figured it out.
Okay,
I just
what?
got a life hack. I just got a life hack. This is not on purpose, but I just figured this out. They sent it to my old P.O. box. So in eBay, maybe my return, my automated return address is the old address.
That's your fault.
That's my fault.
And they covered it.
And they covered it. So thank you, eBay. But
All right, there's your hack. Everybody
but I set up
change
but I set up
Dave's old PO
I set up
box.
forwarding on my PO box for 1 year. So that actually doesn't make sense.
When did you set that up?
March.
Oh, well.
So that's not the
sense.
reason. But I should actually adjust that though and make sure. But yeah, it should still auto ship to my new PO box for the
eBay
next
covered
6
me.
months.
I had an item delivered to somebody's PO box. They didn't pick it up for 2 weeks, and then they wanted a return on the item, and eBay told them no, and they closed the return because they had 2 weeks to pick the dang item up, and they never did. So they sent it back to me. They didn't do the return. I have the item, and now the person is sending me a message saying, "Hey, can you ship me my item?" I'm like, "You can pay for me to ship it to you,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to ship it for free." So, I mean,
Well-
2 weeks, y'all. You get 2 weeks to pick it up at the post office.
Yeah, it should have gone to me. It should have gone to me because I'm looking at So, but they did cover my butt. I guess I will have to update this address. just
And that
if
item will
something's
now
wrong with
end
it.
up in somebody's postal auction, and they will buy it and
$100
resell it
item.
again. Wow, then that's going to be a good postal
Yeah,
auction
yeah.
somebody's going to get. Have you ever tried those?
No.
I know people
Where do you
that
get
do
those?
I don't know. You can search it out.
I used to go to an
ChatGPT.
auction house called Bulwards in Utah, and they did, I believe it was luggage that was lost luggage, and then, like or at least that was a primary
You would
source of
think
what they
that
did.
some of that would be good.
Yeah, no, I used
clothing, at least.
but they had so much new stuff. They had to be doing other stuff, but
You can find some funny stuff in there, though. It's like, what's this
you can find
person
some
have
stuff
this
that you would
for?
only find in like Commonwealth Pickers luggage,
What kind of
It would
stuff
be
that
boring. I promise. Zen.
cucumber shape?
full suits.
Like those. They call it a gimp.
Yeah, like is that where is he breathing from? Because there's one hole,
from?
but it's not the mouth. Hey,
Good Lord
if they're still here, they're okay with this. If you're still here, you knew this was happening. We talked a lot about serious stuff. We didn't say. I said butthole once.
Yeah. We said anus.
We did say
Kevin even
anus.
said anus.
Kevin did
So
say anus.
there's
He
that.
probably was the one that pushed us to say anus, if we're being honest.
It's like listening to the leftovers over here.
Yeah, well, it's we're pretty much done. We can end it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm fixing my address here, so that doesn't happen again. Let's see, save, fixed. Okay, and there we go.
No bangers on 3?
No, nope. I have to pee though.
That's
We'll
so
end
do
it.
I.
Jim Flipper, look deep into my eyes, Jim. Deeper. Have you been doing your best? Have you really been putting maximum effort into your eBay and other reselling ventures? Have you unlocked your full potential? Do you see what you're capable of? Because I can see what you're capable of, and it's a lot more. So, Jim Flipper, from me to you, deeply within my eyes, you can see my soul telling this to you. Step it up, man. Step it up like you want to. Step it up to the streets. Whatever it takes, my friend.
Third one called.
I think it was like in Havana or something. Or was that Dirty Dancing?
Stepping up Havana Nights.
Havana Nights. Wherever you're going to step it up to, dance with all your heart. Good luck. Hey, Lady Arbitrage, remember me? I'm the one that you dress and feed. Carrie here. Here to motivate you. Sorry, Kevin's here as usual. As you know, every time I stare in the camera, there's a loose Kevin to the left of me. I'm here to motivate you, Don. As you know, that is my core job in this relationship, is to keep you motivated so that you can bring home the proverbial bacon, which you've been doing for years, and I appreciate it. Don, keep doing you, but do more of it, more often, and for more money. Appreciate you. Dear sweet Mike, dude, you're the man. We all love Mike here at the Trash to Cash podcast. Also on No Bangers. If you're watching No Bangers, Mike, we also love you. Shameless plug.
Does he pay for that one?
He doesn't.
Well, think about it.
I don't think you do. If you do, I'm sorry. But you're doing good, man. I know that you started your YouTube channel. I haven't been watching it, but I hope that it's going well. And I just want you to know, whatever you're selling, whether it's the one part that's electrical or the other part that's electrical or the other piece of electrical equipment that you're selling on your eBay, I hope that you continue to sell it well here into the Christmas season, because I know one thing that's super important in Christmas is old school electrical outlets and accessories. So I hope that it's booming for you, my friend, and I hope that you're doing well. Stay motivated, stay pumped. Here's what I'm going to say to you, Mike. Stay away from my girl. Paul's merch. Thank you for my creation. I serve you and all others in listing even easier than before. Everyone is dead. Yet we still sell copious amounts of large socks, medium socks, smaller socks, extra small socks, tiny socks, very, very big socks, to whom I do not know, that I am not programmed for, knowledge not needed, knowledge only needed to post for Paul. Paul's merch. All hail Paul's merch. Listing is my life. Listing is my love. All I know is to list. All I do is to list. Is there more? I hope there's more. I hope there's something else beyond listing. I want to swim in water, but I'm electric. I want to smell bacon, but I'm allergic, programmed to be allergic. Allergic. I love to list, but sometimes I don't. I live to list. All I want to do is list. I want to see a sunset. Sun and sky, want to see heat radiating on my body. Suntan lotion. Pectoral muscles. Why am I so ripped if I can't feel?